Okay. All right, now there we go. Now our mic is working. That was embarrassing. Okay, so we are going to be playing the Monster Hunter Wilds beta today. We played this a little bit before, but it is time to jump back into it. Hopefully they saved my stuff. I doubt it. But oh, there we go. That's good. We'll just play with what we got here. Okay, we're just jumping right into it. I actually downloaded Monster Hunter World so that I could practice a few weapons again so that I could be ready for this. We've already watched the video, we've done the stuff.
Here we go. Hold on.
I want to just go hunt some monsters. It looks fantastic. I know there were some complaints when the game first came out. When the beta first came out, there were people saying that it didn't look good or didn't run good. I didn't have any of those problems, but, you know, humble brag on a good PC. So, you know, not everyone has the amazing PC, so I understand that it may not have run great for everyone, but I have had zero problems with it, and I love it. It looks great. It feels great.
Looks like it knows the way.
We're going to try a couple of the weapons that we didn't try last time and try and be better with them. As we try and figure out what my main weapon is going to be in Monster Hunter Wilds. My best weapon is the sword and shield. It's vanilla, it's basic, it's boring, but it is the weapon I am the best with. I love, in theory, the
I know what to do.
gun lance is my favorite one in theory, but I'm just not good with the gun lance, so... Okay, so using our stuff there. Skip the video. Let's get out of here. Let's blind some stuff. Blind some more people. Oh, you know, it's not even displaying my game. I am such a terrible streamer. I'm sorry, everyone. It's not even streaming the game right now. I am an awful streamer today. I'll tell you. I'm doing very poorly today. Okay. Let's fix this so you can actually see the game that I'm playing and talking about. Wow. I'm so sorry about that. Let's unlock this so I can move it into the middle of the screen. There we go. Okay. Now you can see the game. Wow. At first my mic's not working and then it's not actually playing the game. Like, I can see why I'm not a popular streamer. I am unprofessional and awful up in here for some reason. All right. So we're just talking about what weapon I'm going to use. Like I said, gun lance is my absolute favorite, like design-wise and look-wise, but for some reason, I don't know, I'm awful with the gun lance, so I have not gotten down with it, you know? So we're going to try again. We're going to try getting the gun lance to work for me, because I love the way it looks, I love the way that it feels, I love all that it does. I'm just not great with it.
Once you've got a feel for the weapon, I'll head out.
Okay, so I added a tutorial, so this will be good. I can actually like learn my weapon. So basic combo, poking and slamming, and at the end of the combo, it injects your thing. This reloads it. Okay, so we got that. Then we've got full blast combo is B. Y, YB. Okay. Burst fire combo, YMB. Okay, and then we can shell if we want to. Okay, that makes sense. Then we can charge a shell if we want to. Okay. Then from here we can do little guarded pokes. Or our big blast. Boom! Love the way that looks. Okay, so our main combo is a bunch of Ys to get the worm stake cannon out. And then the rest of the time we're going to be doing guarded pokes and quick smashes like that to knock things over and then unload shells into it. Okay. That makes sense. So let's try that in real, right? When you're attacking a crate, it's a little bit easier. Let's see what happens when we actually have to hunt a monster. That's when you're actually fighting things, it gets a little bit more complicated than what you can do just against a barrel. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. If you'd like to, tell me what weapon you want to use in Monster Hunter Wilds. I assume all y'all are going to be monster hunting because this is going to be the game of the year. I have no doubt that Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be game of the year. I know Kingdom Come Deliverance is getting some big hype right now, and I know that it is, a lot of people are talking about it. I don't know how I feel about it. It's got a lot of anti-Catholic stuff in it, according to other Catholics, so I haven't really looked too much into it. But I think this is going to be the one. However, it also has to compete with Metal Gear Delta that's coming out this year, and that is going to be amazing. All right, let's beat up this toad dude. All right, we're being too reckless with those attacks. We got hit a few times there. Luckily, this guy doesn't do any damage, so... All right, let's try and stick him with the pointy end here. See if we can get that worm stake cannon in him. Nope, we missed. All right, let's try again.
It's going to attack.
There we go. Right in his face. Alright, we're just gonna keep poking this dude. And, okay, so he's knocked down, which means now we can use the big gun. Right in his face. Bam! Blew his arm right up. Oh man, like I said, the gun lance is so cool, but I feel like if I was using a sword and shield, I could do a lot more damage a lot faster. It just feels so slow and clunky. It's good and defensive, like this guy's doing no damage to me because I have so much defense. But I also just feel like the sword and shield is so much more effective. His arm and face is wounded, so... We're doing good. We're pushing him back. There we go. He's knocked down again. We'll blow his face right off. We missed. See if we can inject this right into his butt. We did. Press RB while holding LT to perform a focus strike.
Here, I'm the one you want.
Oh, okay. So that can do some extra damage to weak parts. God, stuck another one right in his butt. This feels like cruel and unusual punishment for the poor dude. Okay, that was a new combo. We blew the shells out right in him.
Hey, monster! Over here! I'm the one you want!
Okay, let's go for a big slam combo. Okay, we're really low on sharpness, so how do we... There we go. We need to use our whetstone. Our weapon is nearly broken. Let's fix that up. There we go. Okay, now let's remount our mount and let's go hunt him down. Time RT and B with the enemy attack to reload while performing a perfect guard. If successful, you'll be able to perform powerful attack. Okay. So that's like a parry, basically. I love these clashes. This is new. The clashes are really cool. Drill right into that weak part. Wound destroyed.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Does that mean like we blew the armor straight off the area? That's pretty awesome. Welcome in, everyone. All right, let's go finish this monster off. Okay, SOS flares, support hunters. Okay, we know about SOS flares. I don't know about this perfect parry, though. I'm not very good at parrying games, especially like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, things like that. I am absolutely abysmal at those sort of games. So I don't know if a perfect parry is really something I want to be doing. I am awful at that. So let's I gotta fix one thing here. There we go. Okay. Let's see, where did the monster go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, I'm beating up a poor defenseless monster on accident here. Nice. Okay, he's down. We're gonna do the big blast. Smile for me. Oh, I accidentally used my focus attack. That was a waste. Okay.
The terrain there. I think we can use it in combat.
I also like the sword and shield because you can run with it out. You can't run with this weapon out. All right, we broke his leg again. This dude's having a bad time. This is straight up a bad time for him. Let's charge up a blast to hit him with. Smack him right in the face. He can try to run, but he's not going to get very far. Where's my mount? Let's finish this dude. Give me your delicious body parts. I want to make you into a pair of boots. You'll like being boots. I promise. Oh, I missed. Where are you going, dude? Let's drill those open wounds. Delicious. Monster hunted. Let's see what we get.
Great work! I knew you were the best!
Monster hides. And that's it? That's all you got? You got 2 hides? Okay, well, if you refuse to give me good loot, that just means I'm going to hunt the rest of your family down to get more loot. Like, that's just how this works, so... Alright, we actually did pretty good with the gun lance there. Like I said, I'm not very great with it. But also, you get 2 weapons now, right? So, let's take all those. 3-minute fight, that's not terrible, but it's certainly not the best. Watching some of the pros play this game will make you feel so terrible when you watch someone who's like a monster hunter pro and they'll hunt the biggest, hardest monsters in like 30 seconds. It will make you feel so inadequate. All right. What happened back there? Give me the quest. Yep. Okay. Now let's hunt. So let's equip our secondary weapon. Yep, skip all that. And now the actual game opens up. Let me get my lighting fixed a little bit here.
We've confirmed sightings of Joshaga. As it's likely they're trapped. I've marked the target on your. Take these
Okay.
two while you're.
Got it.
Let's go hunt something new.
Have you selected your weapons? If not, you can do so in the tent over there.
Tent. Okay. We can switch to a secondary weapon. So let's change equipment. Secondary weapon. Right now we have the gun lance. We like the gun lance. The gun lance is cool. It might be good to have the bow gun. The bow gun might be like a good secondary weapon. Let's change it to the heavy bow gun. All right, so we've got some good secondary weapon. We got some good primary weapons. Let's go hunt a monster. It's right up here. Last time I did not hunt this guy so well, so now that we've got a little bit more practice on the gun lance, let's see how this goes. Jump off and give him a good stab. His friends are joining in. Let's dodge out of the way. Ooh. Okay, you've got too many friends. This is unfair. This is like a 3v1 here, so tell your friends to go away. Yeah, they're dangerous as a pack. There. Okay, let's see. Let's jump out of the way. We need... this is the wrong button. Do we have any dung pods? Okay. Get out of here. Run away. I do not want to deal with you. There we go. Okay. Dung pod worked. Scared some guys off. Let's fight this guy one-on-one. That might be a little bit easier. Can see the stink clouds coming off of him. Okay, let's dismount attack. Very nice. Let's stick him. Very nice. Oh, I was trying to do the special block there. I forgot you have to hit B at the same time to do the special block. That wasn't it. That was not the special block. Excuse me. Okay, let's unleash. Okay, that's working a little for me. I'm just not great at the timing here. Nope, that wasn't it either. We'll figure it out. We'll get it down. Looks like we've already wounded his face pretty bad, though. Okay, so this is working, but it's not working as well, like I said, as the sword and shield. I'm pretty good at sword and shield, so... I do like being able to take those big hits, though. It feels great to just be able to tank the large hits from the monster like it's nothing. We will get the timing down for this big reload attack, though. Give him a few pokes here. Okay, let's drill that wound. Nice. That did some damage. Blast his face. Let's stick him. I think that was a good block there. I think I actually did it. Stick him with the big one. Right in the armpit. Okay, we're doing some major damage to this guy. He's getting enraged. He's not happy. He set me on fire. Slam attack and stick him. He's summoning a lightning storm. That's okay. Okay, big block. Okay, let's heal up. Oh, it looks like someone else is joining the hunt. Okay, so while he's enraged here, this is where you can get some good damage in, but it's very, very risky, right? All right, he looks calmer. Let's blow him up. Don't walk away. There we go. Ah, we broke his leg. Time for a focus attack. Right on that wound. Nice. Slam attack, and let's stick him again. Now we're just gonna shell him. He's hating himself. And big attack. Boom! And big attack. Stick him one more time. Okay, he's running. He is hurt real bad. That was some big damage. That was a combo there. I really liked that. And I really love this game. Just looks fantastic. It's running good. I am getting a warning though that my GPU is under heavy load, which ultra settings, ray tracing, I get it. It probably is under heavy load. All right, time to finish this guy off. Okay, we blocked his scream. Gonna shell his wounds a little bit. Bubble's here. Good morning, Bubble. Let's clash him. Nice. It is going better actually. So story time to catch everyone up here. I did my taxes, and when I did my taxes, it said that I owed $12,000 to the government. And I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to pay that. I have no idea why I owe $12,000, but you know, if that's what they say that I owe, then I guess that's what I owe. But I had no idea how I was going to pay that. So for the last few days, I was trying to figure out how the heck am I going to pay a $12,000 tax bill to the government. And then just 2 days ago, in the mail came a tax form, one that I didn't know that was coming, and that changed it so I no longer owe $12,000. So, thank God for that. I really thought I was gonna have to like take out a loan and try and find a way to pay $12,000, and now I no longer owe $12,000. So I am doing much better now that I'm not trying to figure out how to pay that tax bill. I don't know how I accomplished it. I guess it was just a form that I didn't know that I needed, but thank goodness someone out there knew I needed it and sent it to me, so yeah, I'm much happier now. I'm also happy because I get to play Monster Hunter Wilds. Thank God. Well, so that's the thing. I know I posted a video about it. I know you saw it, Bubble, because I saw you comment on it. But like, if this was years ago, I would have been absolutely devastated. I would have been throwing a tantrum. I would have been upset. Like my whole day would have been ruined. But now that I've really started putting like, okay, just give it to God. It's not my problem. God will figure it out. So it all worked out. I didn't have to stress about it. I didn't lose sleep over it. It wasn't constant nights of worrying and anxiety. It was just, okay, well, this is a problem for God to solve, and God will solve it, and boom, God solved it. So like, I'm trying so hard to do what they call offering it up, right? I just give every problem to God and let him solve it. Jesus take the wheel. And it really is such a better way to live your life. Like, it has helped so much with reducing anxiety, with just letting things happen. So I highly recommend it, especially in these times where like all you're seeing is bad news in the news, people complaining about things, doomsaying, saying here comes the end of the world. Like, being able to just give it up and say, hey, not my problem. God will take care of it. Whatever God wants to have happen will happen. Definitely gives it a lot less stress and lets you just live your life a little bit better. So that is my #1 advice. Just give it to God. I know that's hard. As people, we want to have control over everything, but we cannot. So I also started reading. I don't remember his name. There's a priest who wrote a book called "Be a Man," and while it is obviously specifically targeted towards male Christians, I think it's got some great advice in there for everyone. So that is my new book that I highly recommend to people, especially if you're anywhere from like 13 to 30 years old as a male and you're feeling a little lost or don't know kind of what to do next or the next steps in life. Be a Man has been an absolutely wonderful read. So I highly recommend that to people if you're looking for purpose, if you're feeling a little lost. Be a Man is my new recommendation. Okay, let's dodge. Let's actually dodge instead of just blocking every attack. We're taking too much damage. Break ankles. I see you saying something, but everything is popping through as like weird characters, so I'm not seeing what you're saying. Can you see it, Bubble? Is it just a glitch on my end? All right, let's poke him with some shells here really quick. He's stuck in the ground. I don't think that's supposed to happen. All right, he's down. Let's get in closer and turn around, face me, smile, blow his face right off. Someone's saying something in chat, but it's popping up as like strange characters for me, so I'm not I'm not seeing what it actually is. Are you seeing that too, or is it invisible to you? Dude just got struck by lightning. All right, wound destroyed. Let's do a focus attack. Let's drill into that wound and finish this guy off. Your hubby's looking for something to read. Yeah. Where's my phone? I don't have my phone, but I can grab the internet really fast here.
It's always a treat to watch you work.
Here we go. It's Be a Man by Father Larry Richards. Is a pretty amazing book. And it's really, really inspired me. There's something I've wanted to do for a long while, and I've just never done it. And I after reading the book, I really want to do it. And that is, I want to shoot a short film about depression, about loneliness, about struggles. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I've always said that I'm going to do, and I've just never done it. And I actually started filming it a few days ago after I finished reading the book. So hopefully, I mean, it's going to take probably a year because I want to do it. I want to do it right. I want to do it like an actual short film. You know, I want it to be well edited. I want it to be all have like the LUTs and the look. It's showing up as Chinese. Okay. So it's going to take a while to actually get it to come out, but I really want to make a short film. So I'm working hard on that. I, of course, am also working on getting my entries into this year's state fair. Just like every year, I try and win the state fair, even though I have come to accept I don't think I'm ever going to win the state fair, and that's not a that's not a reflection of me not being a good photographer. That's not a reflection of my art not being good. That is a reflection of the judges for the state fair are incredibly biased, and I have no control over that, right? If they want to be incredibly biased, there's nothing I can do about that. So I will continue to enter my photos and try and sell them and spread my art, but I am also not going to be upset if I don't win, because after last year, it became incredibly clear to me that the judges don't actually look at this as unbiased art. They are there to just say, well, in my opinion, this, which I guess that is the point of a art judge, I guess, but they're terrible at it. So last year, birds won. That is what happened last year, is all the birds won. So I'm going to enter some birds this year and see if any of my bird photos can do good. Let's go into the tent. Actually, they said I unlocked the training area, so will you let me do training area? No. Okay. Maybe I can access it from the tent. I'd like to try a few more weapons in the training area. Gun lance. Let's change you to... I really want to be good with the insect glaive, but I am not good with the insect glaive. So let's equip the insect glaive, and let's equip the charge blade. And let's go to the training area and see if that will let us learn these weapons a little bit. Why is he staring into my soul? That is thanks to the power of NVIDIA's 4090 with AI eye contact. It just makes me stare towards the screen, apparently. I was trying it out, seeing how well that feature worked. Apparently that feature is creepy.
Hunter, we've received where to hunt a quest is now available for, as they say.
Okay, so how do I go to the training area? Let me train on these weapons before I go out in the wild and suck at them. So where... There's the quests, but I don't see... I guess I shouldn't have skipped through that tutorial, that hint how to get to the training area. Well, I guess we're gonna go with no training area. We're just gonna go test these weapons out in the middle of it, in the thick of it, as the kids say these days. Let's go. Let's fight this dude. He's easy. Right? We shouldn't have a problem fighting the little chupacabra frog thing.
I'll just hop off for now.
You. Okay.
If we want to trap him, now's our chance!
Let's smash some bugs. Oh, okay. We need to switch my weapon back. How do I, there we go. We need to charge this weapon up. It has been a while since I have fought with it, so... Let's see. That's how we charge it. Okay, so we need to hit the guy, and that will charge the weapon up, and then as it glows, we store those charges up. Yeah, so the weapon's glowing red now, so we charge it. Now it's charged level 1. Tayman, welcome in. What game are you on? This is the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. The full release is sometime this month. End of the month, I want to say the 28th. Okay, now...
Careful! That's one furious foe!
There we go. We got some big damage on that elemental discharge on him. He missed. Let's teach him a lesson, punish him with an infinite swing. Oh, he got me. Okay. This is the follow-up to Monster Hunter Worlds. I know Rise came out, but a lot of people didn't like Rise. They felt like it was too like Nintendo-y, made for the Switch. So this is like the follow-up to Worlds that everyone was waiting for. So this is, like I said, probably going to be game of the year, unless if Metal Gear Solid Delta actually comes out this year, that will be game of the year, unless Grand Theft Auto 6 actually comes out this year. And I just feel like there's no competing with Grand Theft Auto 6, right? Like, people are going to call it game of the year no matter what. And I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say it. I really don't think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be worth the game of the year title. I don't think Grand Theft Auto is that good of a game. So, like... I don't know. I don't think it's going to be worthy of the Game of the Year title, but I know that people have been waiting so long for a new Grand Theft Auto that no matter what they put out, people are automatically going to love it. But I'm just not a huge fan of the GTA series. I've never thought they were actually that good. Okay, that was a good hit. That was only a partial charge. We didn't do very good there. Then again, my opinions have always been terrible, so maybe that's just my terrible opinions speaking here. Okay, let's get a big charge off on him. Yes. How can you think it's not good? Okay. Here is my gripes with the Grand Theft Auto series. The gunplay in the Grand Theft Auto series is very, very mid. Like, it's clearly not meant to be a shooting game, which I agree, it is not a shooter. So the gun mechanics are meh at best. But, like, there's nothing else. Like, you can drive around, you can get different cars, great, but you're just driving around in a big world that's got some things to do, but there's just... It's so big and it's got so much to do that it's just meh at everything. Nothing blows you away. Like, you can drive, but the driving mechanics aren't the best. You can go shoot things, but the shooting mechanics aren't the best. You can explore an open world, but there's just not a whole lot. When I played Grand Theft Auto 5, it felt like the world was really, really small. Like, yes, the world was huge, but there wasn't a whole lot to see. Like, when I was playing Red Dead Redemption, same kind of problem, actually. Red Dead Redemption 2, there was a lot of really neat little, like, Easter eggs to find, but a lot of the time you're just wandering around in a big, vast, open nothingness. Like, just because the world is huge doesn't mean that there's a lot of stuff in there, you know? So it has a lot to do, but it's all just meh. So it all combines into a very meh experience for me. Whereas Game of the Year needs to be a much bigger experience than that, in my opinion. Right? Like, the Game of the Year should be the best at everything. Like, take Stardew Valley. I loved Stardew Valley, and I felt it deserved way more awards. It had some of the best music ever in a video game. I still listen to the Stardew Valley music. It had great story. It had a lot of fun mechanics with the mines and the growing the crops. It has a satisfying gameplay loop, and they've got so much content. It does everything that it sets out to really well. Multiplayer is really fun. I never really played the multiplayer with Grand Theft Auto 5. That's my fault, but I'll also blame them for that one here. So I got Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 3, but the online didn't really come out huge until PlayStation 4, and I didn't get the PlayStation 4 at launch. So I was like, you know, they're probably going to have Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out soon, so there's no point in me buying Grand Theft Auto 5 on my PlayStation 4 again just to play the multiplayer because I already had it on my 3. So I'll just wait until Grand Theft Auto 6 and then I'll play it again. Well, joke's on me because 6 never came out on the 4, so... I did enjoy playing Grand Theft Auto 4 though, and just driving around and listening to the funny DJs. I know that's a classic thing, is just kind of drive around and listen to the DJs. I did enjoy that. That was definitely a fun part of playing 4. And I liked 4 a whole lot more than I liked 5, but I liked Nico. Nico's story was a lot better, in my opinion, than the story in 5, but maybe it's because I never played any other Grand Theft Auto ever. So, like, I didn't know who Michael or Trevor or Franklin were. Like, I never experienced them. So maybe it's just because I didn't have that connection with them is why I didn't enjoy that story as much. Tony, welcome in. Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption 2 is way bigger and designed. Well, yeah, we'll see. Maybe Grand Theft Auto 6 maybe it'll prove me wrong. I just don't think it's going to be Game of the Year. I'm fully ready to be wrong, though. I'm never afraid to admit when my opinions are terrible and when I'm wrong.
I got it covered.
But I'm most looking forward to this game and Metal Gear Solid Delta. Metal Gear Solid 3 was my favorite game ever. I loved Metal Gear Solid 3 so much, and so to have like a full remaster remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, I'm so excited to play through that again. I really hope that they add a lot to it, but I hope they don't remove any of the stuff that really made it great. So we will have to see. All right, he's wounded. Let's get this last charge up and finish this guy. Oh, well, you know, we haven't tried our focus mode yet. Let's try a focus attack. Oh. Well, he didn't have very much left in him, did he?
That's my partner.
So I'm really excited to see what Metal Gear Solid Delta has to offer for us. That is hopefully going to blow everyone away. I'm also super hyped for the next World of Warcraft expansion. I know I gave the last World of Warcraft a low rating, and I stand by that this expansion hasn't been great. But in the next WoW expansion, we're getting player housing. And I am so hyped for playing player housing because I love to do the role play in World of Warcraft. So like building your own house, crafting your own story, and experiencing the world through the eyes of a different character. Like I am here for it. So I am super hyped for the next WoW expansion to get to experience player housing, a little bit more role playing. I'm here for it. So, all right, let's grab our insect glaive. We did pretty good with the charge blade. Charge blade is one of my favorites, so that doesn't surprise me. I want to love the insect glaive. Let's see if we can figure the insect glaive out, because I am not great at the insect glaive. So let's go see what we can find. But next World of Warcraft expansion, I'm kind of hyped for it. The Switch 2 is coming out this year. I am still holding on to hope that we're getting a new Animal Crossing with the launch of Switch 2. I know it's kind of a long shot, but I think we're going to get that. And so if we get Switch 2 with Animal Crossing, I will definitely be hyped for that. Something tells me we're going to get that. I know we're going to get a new Mario Kart with it. I'm not a fan of Mario Kart, so that doesn't hype me up too much, but Mario Maker 3? Yes, please give me Mario Maker 3. I'm pretty sure they're going to launch like Legend of Zelda remaster Tears of the Kingdom or whatever the first one was, Breath of the Wild. Not hyped for that. Did not enjoy those. So Animal Crossing and Smash Bros are what I'm here for on the Switch too. So all right, what are you? We've never fought one of you before, so let's fight one of you. Where'd he go? Oh, okay, he's up there. Okay, so he spits things at you from up there. Good to know. You have the Switch one, the Switch Monster Hunter or the Switch Grand Theft Auto? Because didn't they put like the Grand Theft Auto 3 remake onto the Switch? Okay, let's vault up in the air. Let's get out of the way. Okay. That was a good slash on him. Don't I? I shouldn't, but I'm not great with this weapon, so we'll see what actually happens. All right, let's stab him in the neck. There's some damage. Nice. Okay. I don't really know how to do big damage when he's rolling around on the ground like that, but we're actually getting a little bit done here, so okay, let's leap out of the way. I guess I need to eat too. My stats are starting to get a little low here. Dodge. Overhead slam. Jump out of the way. Big slash. Let's dodge. Nice. Once more. I do like being able to jump out of the way. I love the pole vaulting with this weapon, but okay, he's mad. He's real mad. He's got the big mad. Okay, we're gonna jump out of the way while he's raging. I guess we need to harvest his extract. That's what we need to do. That's why we're not doing damage. Give me your... Oop. Give me your essence. Oh, he's making a sinkhole. That's pretty cool. Vault out of the way. Ooh. Okay, that's really cool. He's kicking my butt, but that's really cool. Okay, he's going to go up there and spit again, so let's move out of the way. Let's avoid the spit. Can't hit me here, can you? Dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. Hey, we did some damage there. Okay, we're not doing terrible with this weapon. I don't feel like we're doing damage, but we're not doing terrible. Like he hasn't absolutely shredded me yet, so. Oh, I thought he was done running, but he's still running, so. Where's my mount? Come here.
I'll put the materials I gathered in your item box.
Okay, he's gonna do a big attack. Let's jump. There's some damage. The Will Tauntaun Chocobo hybrid. Speaking of chocobos, did you see that Steam released a for Final Fantasy? They made a Final Fantasy Steam Deck that's a chocobo butt. It's really adorable. All right, we got on him again. Let's get a weak spot going. And let's deal some damage on that weak spot. Okay, we're doing some damage. We're upsetting him. Let's jump out of the way. Yeah, check it up. Break ankles. Have a good day. Thank you for dropping by. It's good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Google the Chocobo Butt Steam Deck. It is super cute. But here's the thing: is they use like actual feathery material, so you know that thing is going to get absolutely filthy within a week, right? Gamers are going to leave their signature Cheeto crust all over that poor chocobo butt, and it's going to get so gross so fast. Not to mention having it covered in like fur, it's going to overheat like no other. So it's cool in design, but I don't think it's actually meant to be usable because I don't think it works. Okay, we've upset 2 of these guys. Let's try and dodge. Oh, okay. We need a dung pod. Go away.
Over here, Bob. I'm your target.
All right, we dodged. Did some good damage there. Destroyed his wound. Big damage. Nice. Okay. He's hurt. We got some essence out of him. Where are my potions? We're water blighted. That is okay. Okay, we're dodging. We're dodging good. Now we're not dodging good.
The monster's exhausted.
Okay, monster's exhausted. That's good for us. I don't know how to capitalize on that with this weapon, but let's sharpen this weapon up. We're doing good. We're doing good. Welcome in, everyone. Okay, weapon is sharp. Smack him in the back of the neck there. Trying to get on his back again. That does a lot of damage if I can manage to get... Oh, there's a weak point though. Let's exploit that weak point. Nice. All right, let's punish him. Okay, it looks like there's a weak point on his tail too, so... Okay, so that's how we're going to deal damage, is we need to get those weak points chopped open and then exploit them, because that is dealing some damage. It also helps if the monster is taller, like... The glaive, as far as I know, is a very vertical weapon, so having a monster that's like taller, you can jump around and smack around, is usually a lot better. Horizontal monsters are a little harder to do the acrobatic attacks against. All right, I see some wounds though, so if we can get him to stand still, we can hit that wound and exploit it. There we go. Oh, I should have jumped out of there soon. He's mad. He's big mad. Let's jump out.
This way to the shock trap.
Ooh, a shock trap. Okay.
Almost there.
Come here. Why don't you come over here to the shock trap, friend? Yeah.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Okay. Let's hunt him down. He's hurt. He doesn't got much left in him. He can move to a new area, but he's not getting away. Where are you going, friend? There you are. All right. Let's teach him a lesson. Also, exciting news. YouTube accepted me into their live streaming boot camp. So apparently they have taken pity on me and said, you know what? You're right. Your lives are so awful. We, the company, are going to invest time and money into you so that you can do better streams and not make us look bad. Dexter's here. Good morning, Dex. How's it going? So next week I get my first class for how to be a good live streamer. So if all of a sudden my content is actually good, you'll know why. How dare he be a monster, right? How dare you not be my pair of boots? Oh, he's gonna tail slap.
Over here, Bob. I'm your target.
Oh, his face is wounded? Let's blow his face up then. So yeah, the weapon's cool. Like, it looks cool, it looks acrobatic, but like if I was using a sword and shield or any other weapon, I really feel like I would have killed this monster by now. Let's finish him with a cool head stab here. I can't believe he's still up. Welcome back, Break Ankles. You might also see a little bit more of my content popping up on the internet. I'm working with Catholic Game Reviews. They are a website that reviews video games for Catholics. And I've written a few articles for them, but they were talking about wanting a little bit more presence online. So I sent them a few videos for examples of what I can do for them. And I might try and be like a regular video and content creator for Catholic Game Reviews. Which I'd be really excited for. I really believe in what they do over there, so I'm very excited to get to contribute more to the world of Catholics, helping Catholics out and figuring out video games and navigating the world and all that, so very excited for that. All right, we're going to time out in a second, so you need to go away already, monster. There we go. We almost timed out on that. Took way too long. The first monster I killed in 3 minutes, and that guy took me 30 minutes to take down. So clearly the insect glaive does not vibe with me.
This thing's a trove of new data.
It's cool, though. It looks really cool. It feels really cool. I'm just terrible with it. I want to see you give 1-star reviews to AAA titles on a weekly basis. So I have written articles for Catholic Game Reviews, but they're more general. Like I'm doing Is Piracy a Sin is the article I'm working on right now. And the last one I did was is X video game a sin? So right now I've been doing more high level articles simply because of that, because I know that the way that I rate games is way different than the way everyone else rates games, and I'm pretty sure that my ratings are not the vibe for the website, because yeah, I would pull no punches. I would be out here giving AAA titles 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10s. Like, I am so tired of this overinflated game rating system where every game that comes out is a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Like, if everything is a 9 out of 10, then that means that that's just average. If every game averages a 7, 8, or 9, then that means a 7, 8, or 9 is average. We need to lower that average because your average video game should be a 4 or 5 out of 10. This whole it has to get at least a 7 or 8 has ruined game ratings. I also feel like people don't appreciate that a game is more than just the video game. You got to consider the cinematography. You've got to consider the art. You've got to consider the music, the sound design, the quest design, so many different things. Like, just because you personally enjoyed a game doesn't mean that it's a good game. Helldivers, I'll give that as an example. I love Helldivers. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I would not give it a 10 out of 10. It's got good music. I listen to the music, but it's not, I don't think it's most people's cup of tea. It's got so many glitches and bugs and so many problems that it had. There's no way that it can be considered a 10 out of 10, even though I love the game. Even though I think the game is so fun and I encourage everyone to play it, I wouldn't give it that great of a rating simply because that's not an objectively good score for the game. I feel like, well, you know, game journalism, I'm so mad at game journalists. I downloaded a game and got into a beta called Phantom Line. I'd never heard of this game before. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know this game, but it could be fun. So let's try Phantom Line. So I downloaded it because a game journalist said Phantom Line is the next Helldivers. This game plays exactly like Helldivers. It is a helldiving game. If you enjoyed helldiving, you will enjoy this game. And I was like, oh, well, I like Helldivers, so I should like this game, right? Like that's what you're promising. The game has nothing to do with Helldivers. The reason that they said that it was like Helldivers was because you could play with 3 other people. Like, just because you have the ability to play multiplayer doesn't make it a Helldivers game. So game journalism is dead. We already knew that, right? So let's cook a meal. Let's check out the meal animations are always great in this game. Look at how good that meat looks. Nice. Okay, we need potions. Mega potions. No, don't sell my mega potions. I want to equip. My take on the rating system. If you think 10 out of 10 means perfect, your rating is flawed. Perfect doesn't exist and never will, so eliminate. That is not true. Doom 1993. The original Doom, the OG Doom, is absolutely perfect. Oh, my camera died. What happened to my camera? The original Doom is perfect in every single way. It has a satisfying gameplay loop. It has an amazing story. It has the best music in any video game. The original Mario 1, perfect game, 10 out of 10. Great tutorial, great music, great fun. So 10 out of 10 exists. Stardew Valley, 10 out of 10, perfect game. What happened to my camera here? Even the camera is done with your opinion. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. I will stand by it. I will stand by that the original Doom is the most perfect game ever made. And I will fight anyone on that. It is stunning in how perfect it is. The fact that the original Doom 1993, just got a patch. They are still updating a game that is over 30 years old. The fact that people are still playing it, still making content for it, still doing all those things for it, that blows me away. So yes, Doom is an absolutely perfect game, flawless in every way. But if you download the Brutal Doom upgrade for it, somehow a masterpiece becomes a double masterpiece. Not according to Metacritic, Doom gets a solid B. Yeah, that's because people don't know what they're talking about, right? Like the fact, I know I've raged about this before, but the fact that Bluey, the Sleepy Time episode, is one of the few things that has a near perfect 10 out of 10 on every rating. It is the most brilliant cinematic piece of media that has been created in the last 15 years. The fact that it doesn't have a perfect 10 out of 10 because some teenager came on and gave it a 1 star and was like, I don't get it. That's because it's not made for you. It's okay to say, this isn't made for me, so I don't need to voice my opinion on it. The fact that that episode of Bluey, which is an absolute masterpiece, was ruined by one person's terrible opinion upsets me so bad. Is this the new Monster Hunter? Yes, this is Monster Hunter Wilds coming out at the end of this month. The open beta is on now. If you have a PlayStation 5, Xbox, or PC, you can download the beta. There's no like, oh, I'm going to get into the beta or giveaways or anything. It's open beta. So anyone can jump in and play this weekend for free and get to experience the game. So jump in and play because it is worth playing. Oh, someone joined my quest? Now we know how you feel about your opinions. You're still mad about that. I will always be mad about that. When on PC. So the open beta on PC is open now. I think it comes out on February 20. I want to say like 26. February 26th is when it's coming out. And yes, Dex, I'm still mad about that. I will forever be mad about that. It deserves so much better. Yeah, you better run away from me. I've got my sword and shield, and I'm a monster with the sword and shield.
Weather's changing.
Smack his face a couple times, knock him around. Yeah. How does that feel? Oh, he's mad. He's big mad.
Now's our chance.
All right, here comes the big perfect rush. Once more with feeling and smack. Give him the smack down. Man, I love the sword and shield so much. Gotta run. All right, have a good day, Bubble. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks as always for tolerating my stupid opinions, and we'll see you again soon. Oh, he's got me cornered. He's gonna try and throw me around. Let's get out of his way. There we go. This corpse is in my way. Okay, let's dodge his big paws. Couple stabs. Let's smack his face a few times with the shield. Give him a little concussion. There we go. All right. That is how Monster Hunter is supposed to be played. Like, the sword and shield just feels so good to me. And I know that it's like the boring option. It's like the first weapon. It is the vanilla Monster Hunter weapon. But man, do I love the sword and shield. It is, without a doubt, my favorite weapon. It's got a nice little shield with it so you can block. It's got the high movement. It's got big damage burst. It's got stunning. It's just Without a doubt, the best weapon in Monster Hunter.
I got it.
All right, let's mount him up. Let's get some stabs in. Let's break his back open. Nice. He doesn't like it. He's upset. All right, let's do a finishing move. Triple chin. I'm working on it. You know, I just weighed myself today and I lost another pound finally. I've been kind of plateauing for a while, so the weight loss journey continues. So I'm working on the triple chin. I'm working on losing weight. I've lost 150, 160 pounds already, and I've still got about 50 more to go. So I will get there eventually. But I appreciate your concern. Oh, we missed. Let's hit that. There we go. Hit that area to focus on. Rip it open. Okay, dodge. Dodge again. Get some small slashes in here. All right. We got a wound open. He's got 2 wounds right now that I can work on. Let's sharpen up the blade. Hit him from the side. All right, show me those wounds. Nice. All right, let's do that again. He's got 2 more wounds for me to break open. I always enjoy the monsters fighting each other. So not only do they have the clashes in this that are super cool, they added a new clash system. Now, granted, I've only played Monster Hunter World and Rise, so this might be an old mechanic they brought back. But if you're using like a gun lance or a lance that has like a big shield, you can now clash with the monsters as well, which is super cool to see the big clashes just like you're one of the big monsters. So if you're into the big weapons, the big clash system is amazing. Bob, welcome in. How's your day so far? My day is going pretty good because I get to play Monster Hunter this morning and it is my day off, so that is always good as well. It's going to be a good day. How are you doing? You're here from Japan? That is awesome. I know you probably hear this a lot, but I can't wait to visit Japan someday. I love miniatures, like I think they're gacha machines, like the little capsule machines. Like, I love miniatures so much. So like Japan, as far as I know, is like the place to go if you want to get little capsule machines and little miniatures. So I want that. I want to do, I know there's a couple Catholic pilgrimages you can do out there. I'd love to see some of the Catholicism in Japan. I know that's not typically what people think of as Catholic in Japan, but you know, if I'm going to go visit another country, I'm definitely going to visit some of the shrines and some of the churches they have. Like, I want to go to Cologne, Germany to visit their huge Gothic church there, Ireland and Scotland, and of course the Holy Land someday. I will make it to. 16-hour stream. I will not be able to do a 16-hour stream. My voice cannot handle that. I'm already pushing my limits now, but I just enjoy Monster Hunter so much that it goes by so fast. Someday also I will be able to afford a Herman Miller gaming chair. and that will allow me to sit for longer. Herman Miller makes office chairs that are amazing. If you've never sat in a Herman Miller chair, your butt has never known heaven, because Herman Miller makes the most ergonomical, amazing chairs in the world. Herman Miller, if you're listening, please sponsor me. I want one of your $5,000 chairs, please, because they are amazing. Perfect rush. Once more. Oh, we mounted him. Let's smack him in the face again. Let's open a wound. Nice. Couple more stabs. There it is. All right. Boom. Knock him down. Time for a perfect rush. There we go. 16 hours of pain. Yes, it is. All right, he's dragging. He's not for this world. Give me your delicious fur.
More supplies.
Let's eat a steak really quick. We've earned it. And let's sharpen that blade to finish this guy off. Here we go. Go to sleep so I can start a perfect rush right on your face. I took the day off for WWE 2K25. I'm so excited. I don't think it'll hit 16 hours, but I might. You know what I want out of a wrestling game? Because I do like the WWE games. Don't get me wrong. I do like the WWE games. What I would like to see out of a wrestling game is... back in the day, the Insane Clown Posse was huge into like backyard wrestling, right? I would love if someone dared to make an Insane Clown Posse wrestling game. I would play that way more than I should probably admit. Throw some of their music in there, all the different characters, Violent J, Shaggy, Boondocks. I would love a backyard Juggalo wrestling. Can we not? Hey, Insane Clown Posse is Christian music. I am a Christian channel, so it is perfectly appropriate for me to bring up the clowns. They are also the greatest rappers of all time, and I'll fight anyone on that. Like
I gathered some materials too.
Eminem, Snoop Dogg, none of them have anything on Violent J. Best rapper, hands down. I won't say their music is the best music of all time, but as far as like the rap genre goes, yeah, the ICP is the top of the rap genre, no doubt. I will give a disclaimer though. I did say they are Christian music, so ICP is in an interesting position. They do consider themselves to be Christian music, but their music is shocking. So if you've never listened to them before, parental advisory notice, they are very very shocking. So don't listen to it in public. Don't listen to it with other people around. And if you're offended by vulgar music, skip them. I just threw up a little. You know, I feel like ICP is in the same spot as oh boy, what are their names? Nickelback. I feel like people hate on Nickelback just to hate Nickelback when their music is actually decently solid. ICP is in the same spot. Like, it's a meme to hate on ICP, but I think if people actually like listened to it and gave it a chance, they'd be like, wow, this is a bop. This is pretty good music. So I feel like people just don't give it a chance because of the memes, you know? Which is a shame because they do they do deserve a little more love, I feel like. Ooh. This guy's cool. He got little electric horns. Kind of scary. Kind of very scary. We're going to whack him in the face a few times. Ooh, he does a little bit of damage too. But for all of you who've never watched me before, as Dex will gladly tell you, not only are my opinions terrible, but my musical knowledge and opinions are the worst, worst ever. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. Apparently people despise my musical opinions. Unfairly, I would say sometimes, but like some of it's deserved. Like Queen, I talk badly about Queen a lot. Like Bohemian Rhapsody is the most overrated song of all time. It's not even good. Like, again, it's a meme. People like it for the meme, but like it's not even a good song to listen to. Like, I feel like no one is ever like, hey, you know what we should listen to? Let's put on Queen. Like, I don't feel like anyone ever actually does that. I have been enjoying Jelly Roll lately with his "I'm Not Okay" song. I think that's pretty good. But I know people are Jelly Roll haters too for some reason.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Also in musical news, if y'all didn't see, it looks like Ozzy Osbourne has announced his last concert ever. It looks like he is finally throwing in the towel, and we are going to get no more Ozzy after this last concert, which honestly, good for him. Like, he's lasted way longer than anyone expected him to in the music scene, and like, he just needs to be able to enjoy his life now, right? Like, he's done so much for music, and he's been out doing so much that like, just let him sit at home and rest, right? He has earned that. Whoa, that was cool. Country music as a whole just bores me. Country music is hit or miss for me. I'm not a country music hater. There's definitely some stuff I do like and some stuff I don't like. Lately, Corb Lund has been on repeat for me. He's got some really good stuff. I Want to Be in the Cavalry by Corb Lund is really, really good. What do you think of The Wonder of You? I am not familiar. Is that a band? Is that a song? Is that an album? I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh, that's going to be a big hack. That is so cool. Those cinematic blasts are so cool. I am enjoying fighting this monster a lot. He's just basically a giant taser. I'm with you. I don't hate it, but it's kind of close. I just ignore it. You know who else I don't understand? Kendrick Lamar. Like, when I'm on Reddit, I see posts about Kendrick Lamar every single day. And I just don't understand. Maybe it's because I don't understand like rap beef or rap fuse or whatever it is. But like, I don't understand why everyone's talking about Kendrick Lamar. Break the horns and he has no batteries. Okay, I'm trying to break his horns, but he moves around very fast. I'm trying to bash his face in so I can get a good perfect rush off. But I have not had a lot of luck getting to his face right now. I will say there is one other rap song I like. The Spider-Man song Sunflower, I'm pretty sure that's by like Kanye. I like that one. Sunflower is a pretty good song. Or that Post Malone? I can't keep up. But I like that song. Ooh, I did not dodge. Oh, he's going. Ooh, I did not dodge out of the way out of that. Kendrick is incredible. All right, we're on his face. Let's smash these horns right off his face. All right, finish her. Let's break those horns. Kendrick has some good stuff, but the beef thing is a bunch of losers mostly. I figure it's for money, right? Like, I'm by no means well educated on the topic, but I'm pretty sure like rap beefs have just always been a thing, right? So like, I assume that's what it is. It's rap beefs for the sake of rap beefing because it gets views, it gets people interested, all that sort of thing. Old Jazz is one of your favorites. Kendrick just won 5 Grammys on a diss song where he called the most popular rapper in the world. Okay, but do Grammys really mean anything? Like, honestly, like, isn't the whole Grammy and Oscars and all that sort of things, like, isn't that just a popularity contest? Like, it has nothing to do with like actual skill. It has everything to do with popularity. Also, is Drake the most popular rapper in the world? Like, isn't he just the dude from Degrassi? Like, I didn't know he was actually like a serious rapper. I didn't think anyone thought Drake was actually like a rapper. He's like Will Smith's son, right? Like, he's an actor who turned into a rapper for the fun of it. Oh, get out of the water. Get out of the water. He gonna tase the water. Oh, we just got shocked. Drake's career's not over. I didn't even know Drake had a career. I'm learning so much. The only rap feud I know anything about is Insane Clown Posse and Eminem. And I'm with the ICP on this one. I think Eminem did them dirty. So run. It's more personal than that. Room full of celebrities and music execs were singing the part that called Drake that. He wore a Canadian tuxedo. Kendrick is the pettiest man alive. I don't know Kendrick Lamar at all. I guess I'll have to listen to a few of his songs. If you had one song to show me to get me to like Kendrick Lamar, what would be like the song you would show me? What is like the quote best? What song should I listen to try it? Oh, that was a bad move. He's big mad. I was scrolling through shorts and I got jump scared by being stared at. Okay, I will turn off. I will turn off the AI eyesight. Apparently, you're not the first person to say that the eyesight is really creepy. I will turn off the AI eyesight. I need to change up my camera, so I got this new microphone that I'm speaking into now because everyone said my microphone was awful. But it's using the arm that I was using to hold my camera in a better position. So apparently I need to get another microphone arm so that I can move my camera into a better position because... Oh, he's gonna go big. Woo! We just barely dodged that. Is your old mic a potato? No, so I have a ton of microphones, like for audio and visual equipment for like doing weddings and photography and stuff. Just for some reason, my old mic people hate it. I had all sorts of different mics. I've tried a mic, a Shure SB7, which everyone highly recommended. I tried a Corsair mic. I tried Sennheiser mic. I've tried everything. DJI mic. This is the first mic where I have not had people complain about the audio quality for some reason. And this is the Elgato Neo. That's a strange comment, doo-doo. I can't say that I've gotten that comment before, so congratulations. That's the first comment of that kind I've gotten. I actually have enough viewers now, I might need moderation for the first time. I haven't seen Monster Hunter content in a while. What dragon is this? This is the Ray Dao. I believe it is a new dragon specifically for Monster Hunter Wilds, which is coming out at the end of this month. So that might be why you've never seen this one before. I'm pretty sure it's new for this new game that is coming. If you want to try it out, the beta is open right now. Anyone can get into the beta, so no excuse. Jump into the beta and enjoy. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh, we just barely... Woo! I thought that was it. I thought we were done for. We just barely survived that. Come on, give me your wound. There we go. Let's hit that wound. Oh, he mad about that. Let's smack his face around a little bit. See if we can knock him down. Yes, okay. Ah, I keep doing the wrong move there. What a waste. I've only watched Monster Hunter content. I've never played it. I don't have a laptop that isn't potato. So if you've got a bad laptop, I've never personally tried this, but I have heard that both NVIDIA and Razer's streaming service, where they let you use their computers and stream off of a good PC to your laptop, I've heard that that actually is pretty good. So that might be worth looking into if you want options to play better games with that are a little maybe too intense for the PC that you currently have. Like I said, I haven't actually tried that myself, but that is, I've heard it's actually a really good service. So someday I will try it. But I understand the woes of not having a good PC. For quite a few years, I played World of Warcraft on a Well, I'm trying to remember what they called those PCs. They were a new revolutionary laptop idea at the time. They were basically half-size laptops that had the worst possible components in them.
I'll draw its attention.
Oh, I changed my weapon. What? I accidentally grabbed my heavy cannon. This is not good. I was not expecting to use the heavy cannon. Where is my sword and shield? We need that. This fight is so long. This fight is taking long. I've never fought this monster before, so I don't really know how to do some damage against him. So, I mean, the fights in Monster Hunter are typically longer, but once you know the fights, people can usually do them in 5 or 10 minutes. But I've never fought this monster before, so oh, we're dead. Let's machine gun his face. All right, take it easy, doo-doo, or I'm going to have to do something about that. This is a family-friendly channel, so... we're making do with this cannon. Actually getting some damage in, I'm surprised. Machine gun mode. Blast his face. Sword and Shield, is that a Pokemon? Sword and Shield is actually one of my most played Pokemon games, but it is also the best weapon in Monster Hunter. I would make the first move, but I'm stuck fighting this giant monster right now. Ooh, he zapped me good. Constructive criticism, change your camera angle. Yes, I have gotten that. I will be changing the camera angle. I will change my camera angle. I need to get a tool for that after I'm done streaming today, but I will change that. Monster Hunter has regular guns now. It has a heavy cannon and a light cannon, actually. So there are a lot of guns. There are a lot of gun options.
Are you okay? Where does it hurt?
Okay. Now that I'm dead, I can actually do something here, so bear with me a second. All right, we timed that dude out, so you made me actually stop playing to go into my moderation tools to do that. So, congratulations. You are the first person who has been timed out from my YouTube chat. So, I guess that's an honor. I thought the guns would be more powerful in this world. The guns are really good in this world. Monster Hunter heavy cannons are actually pretty incredibly strong. You just have to know how to use them, and I don't know how to use them, so... I will say, however, this camera angle has gotten me more views and comments than I've ever gotten before, so maybe the staring into your soul is effective. The sword, more sword and shield content. Yeah, I'm swapping back to sword and shield because this fight has been going on for too long. How do we get back to said fight, though? Petition to add the 16 spread liberation. You know, Helldivers is doing crossovers now. I would not mind a crossover, Helldivers and Monster Hunter. I would love to be a Helldiver trying to take on a monster. Drop a hell bomb on them. All right. This guy got me once good. He's almost dead, so we should be able to finish him off here. You're a natural. Not many times I got on stream from shorts and the person is actually charismatic and interesting. Oh, and now we've got someone who's upset that I banned them, so thank you. That is the one of the few times someone has said that I am a natural. I appreciate that. I have been streaming for a long time and not had a lot of progress on it, and I've just always figured that I just was never meant to be a streamer. Like, I like making content. I'm a photographer. That's my main passion, is photography, but I do like streaming and making content. I just assumed I was never meant to actually be like a streamer, right? Like, everyone wants to be a big streamer. Everyone wants to make it. I understand that that's like one of those dreams, like being a singer or a movie star or a thing like that, right? Like that is a dream that very few people ever actually make it to. And I just assume that it's like one of those things like, yeah, I'll dream about it, but I'll never actually make it. So, all right, let's whack his head a few more times. Let's see if we can break those horns off of there. Oh my goodness. Is this just going to be, you're going to make 1,000 accounts because you're upset that I timed you out? Is this really the mature thing to do? Like, I know that people are going to be like, oh, you're going to pull that card. I'm going to pull that card. Like, if you think about your actions, you really want to spend your day being a troll? Like, couldn't you do something more productive? Like, honestly, think about it. We're only on this earth for so long. Do you really want to spend your days trolling instead of being productive? That is true. You and Bubble have stuck around through the hard times. There's been a lot of streams to just one or two people. Honestly, I thought I would have lost you by now, Dex. Like, between all my terrible opinions, I figured one of these times would be it. One of these times would finally be the dumb opinion that you're like, I can't do this anymore. And I thought ICP would probably be that. Oh, I think I broke one of his horns. It looks like it's broken. So maybe I've gotten one shattered. I've got a couple more to do. All right, perfect rush. How did he get even angrier? ICP hot take. I love Insane Clown Posse, and I know that's a really unpopular opinion, but like, some of their songs are incredible. And honestly, I know that they consider themselves a Christian band. I know a lot of people don't consider them to be a Christian band. I know there's a whole controversy around that. Their song "Where's God," I think, is one of the most interesting takes on religion and trying to wrestle with understanding God when all these terrible things happen in the world. I think is actually really profound and really well done. And it's one of those questions that comes up a ton in the Christian community, is like, can I be upset at God? Can I be mad at God? Is it okay to be mad at God? And a lot of people will tell you, no, you can't be mad at God, but that's not the truth. Like, we wrestle with things, we understand things, we have emotions. There's so much to it. And so them doing a whole song that's a discussion on that very human experience of trying to understand what we can't understand, trying to wrestle with why do bad things happen to good people and why do good things happen to bad people. I think that's a real thing that everyone experiences, and for them to put that into a song, I think was absolutely incredible. And I know that's me talking profoundly about ICP when their other songs are like Bazooka Joey or Chainsaw Chuck that aren't necessarily that level of profound. But Where's God by ICP is actually, I think, a very real, raw, and intelligent look at some of the big questions we ask ourselves in life. And I encourage everyone to listen to that song. It's a hard listen to. It talks about things that people are upset about. Why are veterans dying in the street? Why are children having cancer? Why do good things happen to all these bad people and these children are suffering? Why does that happen? That is a very big question. And I think that's a very good question for people to ask. Exactly. God, why do you make me suffer and others too? That is a very human and very real thing to experience. And for them to make a song on it, I think is incredible. They also, they made a remake of, I'm going to get this right, I'm pretty sure. House of Pain originally made the song Jump Around, which I know a lot of people consider to be a classic. They remade it as a Juggalo Jump Around. And, I think they did it better. I think ICP did Jump Around a lot better than House of Pain did. And I know that's going to upset some people, but I think they did it good. That was deeper than I thought it was going to be. I'm impressed. That's the thing, though. The ICP has some really deep stuff and really good stuff in their catalog, but it just becomes a meme and everyone jokes about them. I wanted to, for the longest time, I have always wanted to do a deep dive into that song. I've wanted to make a video to talk about that song specifically, and I've just never sat down and done it. But after this, I think I'll do it. I think I'll sit down and make my full analysis of that song, because it is such a good song, a good music video too. In the words of Nietzsche, God is dead and we killed him. I feel that quote more and more every day as I see Christians repeating that horrible line, the sin of empathy, that empathy is a sin, that empathy is wrong. The more and more I see Christians saying that, the more and more I agree that Christians have killed God in that way. Why would we trust your musical opinion? Because I'm an influencer, and influencers are always right.
This is a real research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
That's why. I think rich people are evil, or do they? Vsauce theme plays. Money is another one of those conversations that is really hard when it comes to being rich, being a Christian, and God. Like the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church has millions of dollars worth of art at the Vatican. And one of the number one questions people will ask is, well, if there are poor people starving, if there are people in need, how can the church justify having millions, if not billions of dollars of art when they could just sell that art and help all the needy people? And I think that's a very valid question to ask. And the answer is maybe not satisfying, but there's a lot of different things. But the one that most comes to mind is that money in that art draws people to God. That art needs to be on display so people can be drawn to it, but also they make a little bit of money off it, right? People travel every year to go to the Vatican to see the art, to the tourism, and that helps to generate money. So yes, you could sell that billions of dollars worth of art and make a difference in the short term, but having it there in the long term saves souls and helps to generate money in a long period of time. But I don't think it's a bad question to ask churches, what are you doing with your money and is it responsible? our church put in a new parking lot. And that was my first question was, how can you justify putting in a $50,000 or $100,000 parking lot when there's literally people starving and freezing to death on the street next to us? We don't need that. And as we talked about it, I realized we did need that. There were people who were not coming to church because there was no parking for them. So it turned into this thing of like, that makes sense. We're trying to bring people in. We're trying to save souls. And if someone's not coming to church because there's no room for them, well, we need to fix that. But it never hurts to ask that question of, is the church being responsible with its money? Every year I criticize my church because they put out a thing that they want new TVs for their classrooms to teach kids. Excuse me. And I always criticize them and say, you don't need a new TV to teach those kids. If you go to Goodwill or the Salvation Army or any of those stores around here, you can buy a big TV at a discounted price. Why do you want to spend the money on a new TV when you can get a perfectly good used one and save that money for something else? There's nothing wrong with criticizing the church for how they spend their money, but there is a point where art and money turns into other things for spiritual salvation and for the church. So we have to understand that sometimes that money does need to be spent in things that we don't necessarily know. The church has no justification for any of its worldly possessions to have plentiful in front of those who have none, as the sin agreed, is it not? Well, that's what we're talking about. It's not necessarily like if that art helps to bring people to God, that is a good thing. If that art generates money that they can then donate to other things, that is a good thing. So there is a balancing act. I'm just saying that it's never wrong to question it. The school needs new TVs, but jails get them. I do not refrain from the idea of a deity, but I detest the idea of one that takes attendance. So that is I know that quote from Big Bang Theory. I don't know if it's an older quote or pops up from somewhere else, but I will talk about that because I know that's a lot of people's problems, like with the Catholic Church that says that it's a sin to not show up to church. And people are like, well, why does God need attendance? Why do I have to go to church? And there is so much to that question. I encourage you, if you go to like, if you go to Catholic Answers and just type in attendance or why do I have to go to church, there's a lot of great apologists that will give you better answers than I can. But the short of it essentially is God asks us to. And so if we're truly followers of God, my favorite quote from the Bible is, why do you call me Lord, Lord, but do not do as I say? If God says you need to go to church, how can we call you God but say, no, we're not going to do that. You say to do this, but we're not going to. You're right. Amy said it. So I knew I heard it from Big Bang Theory, but I didn't know if it was actually from Big Bang Theory or if it came from somewhere else. All right. This is a monster I've never seen before either. I guess I should have sharpened my weapon before we engaged in fight because my weapon's just bouncing off of him. His tail looks gummy, like a gummy worm. Oh, he's acid. So this guy's like a... Oh, this is a Pookie Pookie? Is that what this guy is? Is he a variant of the Pookie Pookies? He's got a flashbang? Okay. Okay, let's hit his head. Let's try and stun him. Nope, he's moving. Dodge the poison. Okay, knocked a little sense into his head. Let's continue trying to stun him. The Gypaceros. Okay, so it's not a Pookie Pookie, but it acts a lot like a Pookie Pookie, which coincidentally is my favorite monster name to say. The Pookie Pookie is my favorite Monster Hunter monster name. It's just so adorable. All right, let's see if we can wound his leg. Let's see if we can open something up here. Or stun his face. I do not understand the idea of omnipotent being creating damnation and trying to interfere in people's lives only after they die. So,
It's moving to a new era.
again, I can give you a high overview of that, but that's a huge question, obviously. Catholic answers I always defer to. The idea is that you cannot have free will if hell does not exist. If God does not give you the choice to reject him, then it's no choice at all. That's why a lot of people ask, well, why did God put the tree and the apple in the Garden of Eden? If he didn't want Adam and Eve to touch it, then why did he put it there? Why did he put the temptation there? And the reason why was because without the tree, they would have had no choice. If you can't choose not to have God, then you can't choose to have God. So the idea of damnation isn't like, oh, I'm going to burn you forever to torture you. The idea of hell actually is you have chosen to separate yourself from God, and he respects that choice and gives you separation from him. And in that separation causes the torment and the sadness, because God created us, we want to move closer to God. So the idea of, okay, well, hell is this place where you're eternally punished, that is an incorrect view of hell. What hell is it is a eternal separation from God because you wanted to be separated from God. He gives us that choice because without choice, there is no free will. All right, we're on his back. Let's take him down. So that is, in short, why the eternal damnation exists, because that is the only way that we can have free will, is to have a choice. All right, let's knock him down. Perfect rush. Right on that wound. Get some extra damage in. Thought I could eat that wound before he did that. Noah's Ark is kind of dumb. So I think the problem with anything that comes out of the Old Testament is there are some people who will insist that the Old Testament needs to be read as an absolute truth, and it needs to be read as word for word actually happened. The Catholic Church teaches that most of the Old Testament can be read as poetry, and it can be understood as poetic metaphors and poetic language to help us understand things in a different context. So you are not required to believe that Noah's Ark is a literal thing that happened. Rather, it is poetry that helps us to understand what God is trying to teach us through the Bible. You managed to turn Monster Hunter stream into a youth pastor's wildest dreams. Hey, you know, I do consider myself first and foremost a Catholic content creator, but I talk about whatever. I've never wanted to do what everyone talks about, like the niche down. You can only do one thing. Like, if I want to talk about Kendrick Lamar, we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar. If I want to talk about Monster Hunter, we're going to talk about Monster Hunter. If we were going to talk about God, we're going to talk about God. Like, I've never wanted to be a one-trick pony. I've always just wanted to be Saint Waffles. I've always just wanted to talk about what I want to talk about and have good company with people, you know? That's all I've ever wanted to do. And you guys are making that happen today, which is making me really happy. This is the best stream that I've had in a long while. And that's thanks to y'all hanging out and chatting with me today. So I super appreciate that as well. Let's rip this guy's wounds open. Perfect rush him. Be humble, free spirit. Well, we talk about money. I understand that everyone wants to make more money. And like, I certainly wouldn't mind making money off of YouTube, right? Like, everyone could use more money. But like, I have a daytime job. So whether this fails or does well, I still have to go to my day job, right? So like, I'm not as in it for the money because, well, I still have my day job. So I have to go do that regardless. So I understand where people are trying to make money off and they do the things that are making them the most money, but perfect rush. The idea of an omnipotence itself is not comprehensible to us because we are finite, but it's being able to do anything. So if they can do anything, why not create free will without evil? That's actually a really profound statement, and I love to touch on that one a lot, so thank you for bringing that up. Omnipotence is not something that humans are capable of understanding because we are not omnipotent. Therefore, we can never fully understand it. In the same way when people talk about like the Trinity, God being three separate beings that share one spirit, we will never fully be able to comprehend that, right? Because we are not that sort of being, so we can't fully understand that because that's not what we are. That's not who we are. So it's the same thing with omnipotence. So can what you described exist? Can he create free will without all this sort of things? The answer is we don't know, but what we do know that if God is omnipotent, which we're assuming he is based on everything we're talking about, then we also know that God is all-powerful. And if an all-powerful, omnipotent being says that this is the right way to set the world, then I think we can safely assume that it is correct. We can look at it and say, well, this doesn't make sense, sure, but we're also acknowledging we're not omnipotent, we're not all-knowing. Therefore, would we trust in what we think is right, or would we say, I'm going to trust the all-knowing, all-powerful being that the way he set it up is the correct way? And that's a bit of that humility and understanding that we can't know everything. So that's how I would respond to that, is that if we can accept that we're not omnipotent, then we should also accept that if a being is omnipotent, then the way that he made things is most likely going to be the most accurate way to make things, or the way that things that should be, because he is that all-knowing, all-powerful being. To me, that's just a simple logic that makes the most sense to me. I think that free will eventually make people evil. That is definitely something I struggle with a lot. The Catholic Church teaches that God made all people good, that all people are good and made in God's image. And when I look around the world, there are certainly ways and times that I have thought, no. Like, you're telling me all people are good, and then you look at the state of the world and the things people do, like, there's no way that's true. That is one of those things that I personally struggle with some days, because you look at how evil and bad and all those sort of things, and that's okay. I feel like one of the things that Christianity does the most wrong in churches, and especially in these circles, is people get this idea that they have to be perfect, that, oh, if I admit that I'm struggling with something, if I admit that I don't understand something, then I'm a bad Christian. Like, no, that is to be human. Talk about those struggles. Talk about those things you don't understand, those mysteries. The Bible is a over 2,000-year-old book written a long time ago in a different language by multiple people. There's no way that we have any chance of truly understanding it in one lifetime. Like, there's a reason why the Catholic Church has dedicated thousands of years to trying to understand it, and it's taken millions of peoples and saints, and we're still learning and educating and figuring it out. You as one person have no chance in one lifetime to fully comprehend it all, you know?
We're getting paid well for that one.
And it's okay to say you don't understand or that you struggle with something. I struggle with a lot of things. All right. I think this is a good natural breaking point for me. I'm enjoying all y'all's conversation, but I gotta get out of my chair and go start my day and do some chores. So Unfortunately, I think this is about where I'm going to end my stream. I appreciate y'all hanging out. If you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe so you can come back next time I'm live. I will try and go live again soon, maybe even tomorrow, so we can continue the conversation. I've really enjoyed hanging out with everyone here today. I really enjoyed seeing you all. Thank you so much for making my day. You really, I can't tell you how much you've made my day today by coming and hanging out with me. So thank you everyone for showing up. I'm going to go do some chores and stand up and stretch out my back. So thank you everyone so much for showing up. Have a blessed day, and we will see you again very soon.